Hey guys, what is going on? This is Travis P11, and today we are taking this Bear Creek Arsenal BC15 5.56 NATO dual charging upper with a 16-inch black nitride M4 barrel to the range. We are running a 1-in-7 twist. The dual charger means that you've got a charging handle on the side, as well as a conventional rear charger that you're used to. Fairly inexpensive upper. These run around $284 as of July of 2023, but prices can fluctuate. Ammunition for today's test is one of my favorites. Well, actually my favorite 5.56 ammo. Mead ammunition. This is Mead Industries, based out of Wood River, Nebraska. It is a 77 grain Botel hollow point. Runs like a champ in the other ARs that we've tested. We'll try it out. We do have some backup ammo just in case, a couple different grain weights in case we need to try something else. Optic for today is the Monstrum Tactical Banshee. It's a 1-6x24 LPVO. Good to 0 to roughly 300 yards, or however far your shooting ability will take you. As for the lower, it is just a Palmetto State Armory, just standard lower. It's nothing fancy, just a basic mil-spec trigger, springs, all that fun stuff. We're going to be shooting it at 25 and 50 yards, mainly for function testing, just to see if we have any issues. I've noticed that Bear Creek Arsenal now has what appears to be maybe like stainless steel firing pins. They used to use like a black firing pin before, and I've had some issues with those in the past. So let's see how well this new firing pin is going to hold up, and we will just get it out there and just do some general accuracy testing. We may go 100 yards if we have time. Otherwise, we're going to try our best to get you guys 25 and 50 yards, just depending on how busy the range is. So without further ado, let's go ahead and hit the range. Okay guys, here we go. We should be zeroed. We should be all set. Just 25 yards, not a challenge. I got it on max magnification. Works great for my old eyes. So let's just go ahead and do some 25-yard shots. Then we'll move down to 50 yards and we'll come back and take a look at our groups. Gonna shoot nice and slow. All right, here we go. Again, we're going for 3 groups of 3. All right, let's go ahead and move on down to 50 yards. All right, let's go ahead and move on down to 50 yards. All right, guys, so when we take a look at the targets, I'll show you what that point of impact shift was going from 25 to 50 yards before I re-zeroed. So I did re-zero at 50. We might be shooting just a little tiny bit to the left. Again, we're just going for tightness of group. I love this Monstrum Tactical Banshee. 1-6x24 LPVO. We tested one just like it on the channel not too long ago, like I mentioned earlier. It's just a solid little optic. It's 130 bucks and the thing just runs. Now I'd like to put it through like a 1,000 round tactical carbine course and see how well it survives, and if it does, I'd probably be a fan for life. So anyway, the Mead ammo is performing really well, as you guys are going to see here in just a minute. Let's go 50 yards, 3 groups of 3, then we'll bring it home. All right, here we go. All right, guys, so this is the third AR-15 that I've tested the Mead 77 grain ammunition in, the 5.56. And at 25 yards, which really, you know, this with an LPVO, it really is overkill, but we're just trying to show you general accuracy out of the barrel. We got 0.154 of an inch, 0.619 of an inch, and 0.316 of an inch, 25 yards. And I know a lot of you guys can probably do that with iron sights, right? But I'll tell you what, having the 6 times magnification makes it really easy to do precision work, okay? Now, as we move over to 50 yards, this was me re-zeroing. I did 2 groups and that was it. We had 0.58 of an inch at 50 yards and then 0.531 of an inch. I was just a little bit to the left. I did move it 2 clicks to the right, but didn't re-zero at that point. I figured if anything, it's probably going to be pretty close to center. So that just shows you kind of off camera what I was able to pull off. So ½ inch, we're potentially looking at a little bit over a 1 inch group at 100 yards if we took it out to 100. Okay, then we go out to 50 yards, and it's always kind of deceiving when you guys watch this on camera. You know, the groups look huge, these targets look massive, but I'm actually zoomed in on them. So we got 0.742 at 50 yards, 0.794, and 1.14. And I did make 2 more clicks of adjustment after this group is done, so I would imagine it would probably shift everything over to the right. So with that Bear Creek Arsenal AR-15 upper, and some really good ammunition, you can get some good results. And again, that's, you know, there's a lot of AR-15s that can do this, but the price point is nice. And then having that LPV up on the top is good too, if you want to do some work out to, you know, say 200, possibly 300 yards, right? All right, so let's go ahead and bring it back for just a few final words. All right, guys, so I know that you came here to check out the Bear Creek Arsenal upper test. We had a chance to see that. Just a word about the ammunition. The meadammo.com ammunition was fantastic. Again, the 77 grain Botel hollow point, this is pretty much what I'm going to run all the time. And I've more or less transitioned over to this completely, except for, say, a carbine course where I've got to do 55 grain and I'm going to burn through 1,000 rounds. Which situation I would probably run something a little bit lower cost. So $160 for 200 rounds. That's pretty much what you're going to pay for like a Sierra bullet, 77 grain, 5.56 rounds. So they're pretty much on par. I support Mead Ammunition because they are a local, I should say local Nebraska-based business. They also sell bullets and brass, reloading components, and fun stuff like that. Now, let's talk about the rifle real quick before we go. Okay, guys, so when it comes to Bear Creek Arsenal rifles, you've seen the good, the bad, and the ugly on this channel. We've seen them perform really well like today. We've also seen them have some issues in the past like we've seen before. But overall, I mean, this is running really, really well. The dual charging options are nice. Remember that this is a reciprocating charging handle on the side, so you want to keep your hand out of the way when you're shooting it. $284, not bad, but you can get lower cost uppers from Bear Creek if you want. You know, having this nice M4 profile barrel and the mid-length gas system makes it a really soft shooter, very accurate, 1 in 7 twist. And again, you saw the groups that we pulled off with that. My Danwood Fence DDM4A1 is also a 1 in 7 twist, and that also produced stellar numbers with that 77 grain ammunition. Now, the Monstrum Tactical Banshee 1-6x24 LPVO, it's amazing what $130 would get you, and I can't speak to its, you know, long-term durability or how well it's going to hold up over time, but it runs really, really well. This is the second one that I've tested now on the channel. I actually bought this one for myself to put it on one of my other ARs because I just like how it works. The glass is clear. It's easy to pick up the reticle. I love the new style reticle that they use. It works well with bullseyes and silhouette targets, etc. And it does light up if you want it to. And I've got a whole separate video on the optic you can check out if you want to. But overall, man, she's a solid combination, little over $400, not counting the lower. And you got yourself a solid optic, you got yourself a decent upper, you can get yourself up and running. Got a nice solid handguard, you can bolt all kinds of fun stuff on it if you want to. And it tapers down so you can really get an easy grip on the front if that's the way you want to go. Now, honestly, you know, we're not talking with iron sights and we're not also talking ammunition mags and stuff like that, but you can get yourself set up and running really well. So, guys, head over to Bear Creek Arsenal, check out the BC15 uppers. I believe if you use discount code TravisP11, you should save 5 or 10% off any of the 5.56, 223 Remington, or 223 Wild uppers that they have for sale, and also the 762x39 uppers. So make sure you guys do that. Discount code should be TravisP11. If it doesn't work, chime in down below. I'll get a hold of BCA and see what I can do for you, all right? But in the meantime, guys, I want to thank you all for watching. Make sure you check out my podcast called Caliber Corner, which we do Mondays at 4 p.m. in the summertime, and then once we start to hit the end of August or early part of August, we'll shift back over to Saturdays at 8 a.m. Central Time. So make sure you guys like and subscribe. I want you guys to have fun. I want you to be safe, and as you know, we will talk to you soon. All right, take care and have a good one. Bye-bye.